the game for Kansas State. And a little wide receiver screen to the far side to Hilburn. Down the sideline goes Adrian Hilburn. And they go right up the middle and bouncing it free. There goes Daniel Thomas. Inside the 20. Touchdown. Defensive front to stop Daniel Thomas, who had a big part in what this season was a resurgence of Kansas State football. They'll mark him out of bounds a couple of yards shy, right at the 35-yard line.
You're going to see a little bit of mix.
The hands of Doug Hogue, who had a chance at a pick for Syracuse. So Syracuse forces a 3-and-out.
Well, you're going to see blitz in. Where the blitz is going to come from, and as a quarterback, you've got to be able to see where it's coming from and redirect.
100 yards on the year. A couple of games he went over 200 yards. He accounts for 40% of their.
On the outside, he's open by 3 yards, and Kaufman just threw the ball a little bit behind him. Harper probably could have caught that ball. Schaefer brought an aggressive style, total defense. 2 years ago, they were one of the worst teams in league scoring, probably the most important on quarterbacks. And what it does is these guys don't know who to block. They can line up in a 4-3, switch to.
Syracuse defense was already celebrating the stop.
Holding on the defense against an eligible receiver.
Game benefits Syracuse more than Kansas State. Kansas State is more of a perimeter run team, and it's hard for these.
Time since 2006, and for Syracuse for the first time since 2004. Bob Wischusen and Brian Greasy with Eamon McEnany down.
I want to see from a wide receiver, no doubt about where he's going. The ball right on his face mask, and he gets the first down by a yard. Downhill, come off the ball with our senior offensive line and see how many yards we can get.
And that'll take us to the end of the first quarter.
Trips, #1 in college football.
It's a completely different type of offensive attack for Kansas State. The Wildcats will call a timeout.
Adrenaline overthrew them a little bit there, but certainly they had exactly what they wanted. And Thomas, a dual threat to run it or go.
Josh Jerry will come on to Thomas. Maybe a half yard on second down. It'll be 3rd down and 5. And Brian, let me ask you a different question. Under some pressure, and he goes down to the 41-yard line. Lost the football. A flag comes down. It's recovered by Kansas State. Now, did Kansas State give him enough room after the fair catch signal to make the... Having said that, it's still 15 yards against Syracuse.
Yeah, it certainly looked like he hit him shoulder to shoulder there. And
Helmets, how would you describe the support you received from your coaches and teammates?
It's been inspiring to me, and you know,
Rob Long situation, and he told us originally he was devastated, but then he felt inspired because he went and talked to us. May have picked up a yard. Are you surprised they're running as much of the option with Carson Kaufman in the game as they are, especially on this kind of a field?
Exceptions, missed a few tackles, gets in the backfield and is able to make this play. You let it roll, you'll see him come.
The seam, and he's got a first down inside the 15 down to about the 10-yard line, still on his feet. Here's Aubrey Quarles fighting the keeper left at the 5, into the end zone for the second time here in the first half goes Daniel Thomas.
That is why they have been so successful in the red zone, first in the country in converting touch.
The football, it ends up in the hands of Daniel Thomas. He's got 2 scores.
We're fine. The field's pretty much in great shape. I really believe that. And
to switch to the defensive backfield full time in the hopes that he'd move up the depth chart. This year he became a starter at corner. Great play to recover and knock the ball away from Chris Harper.
Those guys
in 18 years he's been the head coach, they've averaged nearly 8 wins a year. They've had 7 10-win seasons. And they normally end up...
Half of their starters on offense and defense were either at junior college or at another.
Joe Paterno's the other. So nobody in the big Power 6 conferences other than Joe Paterno has been at a single...
Off at the line of scrimmage, or he'll look to the sideline and the coaching staff will direct him which plays they want to run. But across the field, hard play action, and when he comes up, Kaufman comes up, he's wide open. Shamarko Thomas tries to react, but it's too late. That's what an effective running game. And zone dropping, only rushing 3. Second down, here's a big down if you want to stop Kansas State getting in the end zone.
Now Kaufman, the quarterback, is the wide receiver. 10th play of the drive for Kansas State.
confident throw from Carson Kaufman and Harper and Hilbert on the back end, with a great catch.
Quarterback draw on third down, and Kaufman has the first. This time Daniel Thomas takes the direct snap. He wants to throw. The throw back to the quarterback. Kaufman. Extra point. Kaufman on the keeper. Down to about the 10-yard line, and that will take us to the end of the third quarter.
To look all the way back to the sideline to get the play from the coaches. So when you get down
to get the head start,
and defenses know that.
All right, so after the timeout, where do you at about the 1-foot line? He will be marked short.
Well, the fullback Braden Wilson came up in the middle, and Marcus Sproul, the linebacker, and Darryl Smith, number 25, the middle linebacker, fifth-year senior and leader of this defense, comes flying over the top with a huge stop. Brings up another big fourth down for Kansas
State. They've got it tied and a chance to take the lead.
Well, they tried the power game, tried to power it into the end zone.
It's a long snapper for Kansas State. And it looks like it's offsides against Syracuse, obviously. It's the new era Pinstripe Bowl. Bob Wischusen and Brian Greasy, Eamon McEnany here in the Bronx at Yankee Stadium. We have gone back. They are heading right towards the home plate end zone. And the ball is right about between first and second base. Third down and 4 at the 10. On fourth down and 5 after the broken play, with Daniel Thomas limping off.
Agree with it, down 5. You kick a field goal there, and you're only down 2 with plenty of time left in this game. But the fake, and credit Marcus Sproul, the linebacker.
25-yard line of Kansas State. Syracuse with all the momentum, up 5 with 4:10 to go here at Yankee Stadium.
And they singled up Quarles on the backside. An accurate throw and securing the football is Quarles, the senior leader of this offense.
The penalty, though, looks to be against Syracuse. So instead of the sack, it's a penalty against Syracuse and a first down at the 30-yard line for Kansas State. Excessive celebration call, so that means now you have to try the 2-point conversion from the 18-yard line.
Wow. Unfortunate turn of events after a great play for Kansas State. You make the play, you diagnose the blitz, you're going to see it come off the strong here, they're all going to come, and you throw the hitch route.
In their minds is an act that brings attention to yourself by Adrian Hilburn, and as a result, it's a 15-yard penalty, and that basically turns the 2-point conversion attempt into, from a probably 50-50 try from the 3-yard line to about a 10% try
or
from
less.
That ball did not travel 10 yards. It was recovered
Zimmerman
on a jump by Ty Zimmerman, but it had only gone about 8 yards when he touched it. So Syracuse will get the football, and they'll be able to simply take a knee. And another penalty after about 6 signals against Kansas State. But the
was fantastic today, but without the running of DeLon Carter, those kinds of things don't open up on the back end, and he fought for 60 minutes today.